On the Daily Pod, new episode with the one and only Mr. Cool Beans himself.
Yeah. Shout out Bean Man.
Thank you.
What it do, cuzzo?
Family.
Oh man.
Yo, the fit is wild right now.
Yeah, I mean.
Typical Beans fit?
Typical Beans fit. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you gotta talk
Yes,
into the
talk
mic.
into the
man.
mic,
Squirrel
alright.
told you about that.
Typical Beans fit.
Well, before you start talking about bean stuff, what's your name? Who are you? What do you do?
My name is Lucas. I'm a professional sneaker restorer.
Professional. Okay.
Professional.
I like that.
Yeah, my full name is Lucas Del Carpio, but I'm known as a Bean Man. And yeah, what I do is just restore sneakers and live life.
That accident, that for
That
sure
sounded
was an
bad.
accident for sure.
That sounded wild.
That was a car, yeah.
All right, man. So, how you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good.
Let's go through the fit. Stand up real quick.
Oh, the fit. Okay.
So, like, what this is inspired? You're doing cosplay. What's going on? What is this?
Well, this fit is inspired by the 70s.
Okay.
And just that era, how like everybody dressed this well.
Show the shoes. Oh, you could show it up. Which camera's zoomed in more? Show it to all three. Fuck it. Let's show the shoes. Lift up the bell bottom, bro. Show the shoes. There you go.
Where's the other? Oh, right there.
The sound producer is not helping me out.
He's loving it.
But
Well, you just started doing this because I mean you always liked old shit. You used to wear nothing but 90s and 80s fits.
yeah, I recently started.
So you got to sit down and talk in the mic now.
What?
All right. So yeah, explain that. How'd you get into the 70s cosplay?
I don't know, man. I just started wearing
I
a
feel
lot
like-
of cool vintage stuff.
I feel like that's been like within the last year or so, no?
Yeah, no,
Weeks,
100%.
bro. He just started doing this shit.
Okay, because of course we met you years ago,
Yeah.
but I don't remember any of the bell bottoms or the fucking
It's a newer
flashy
thing.
polos, the quarter zips.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you remember, Jonathan, but I was like talking to you about me getting bell bottoms.
Yes,
and
you
then
would,
asking
you would
about
not.
them.
You just kept talking about, yo,
Yeah,
I
you
need
gotta-
Yo, if people bring bell bottoms and I need them. I'm like, bro, I've never seen a pair of bell bottoms in here ever, but I got you if, I come across them.
And then we had the event, and you found some there,
Yeah.
and you found like a silky top and shit too.
Yeah,
So this has been like, you've been building it up for the past, like, what, like month or 2 months?
Yeah,
something?
it's
But
only-
it's something you wanted to do? Like, you've.
Yeah, it's only been
Okay.
like 2 months or so, and yeah, I mean it's cool.
I mean, it's a testament to, your style. You like older stuff. You're into older stuff. I
Pretty
mean, it
much.
goes in, it plays into you restoring shoes. I mean, you like old stuff. You're like an old soul.
everything is vintage.
No pun
yeah.
intended.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm an old soul, but
I like that.
yeah, I just like wearing everything. Everything back then was made with better materials, and
I mean, yeah,
You
it's
know.
been, what, 50 years? And that looks
Yeah,
like it
there's
might have came
still-
out of, this year.
pretty much.
Okay.
But
Yeah, every time I seen you the last few weeks, I've been like, yo, fire fit. Or
Yeah.
Andy really fucks with the fits.
Yeah, it's refreshing. It's different.
It's different, different to see.
I don't know many people walking around with those types.
I mean, if you got the nuts to do it, I respect
Oh,
it.
yeah.
What you
Oh,
do.
Which Fojan doesn't fuck with the bulge being.
Yeah,
all
you got to
out
be
and
careful with
about.
that. Yeah, you walked in
Yeah,
here
yeah.
the other day and it was just,
he's very attractive.
it's a lot to
it.
look at. Yo, Come on.
I mean, I don't know.
he might have something to say about that.
That is
He's-
weird because like he like had a bone to pick with you about the fucking bulge just being out. It's like, yo, let the man get his fits.
It was aggressive. I won't lie.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, what can I do when you got this much swag? I mean,
I like that. The confidence is off the
It
charts.
attracts the
All right,
homies.
let's get on track here. So how'd you met us when we first opened, didn't you? Like you used to come to the Hialeah store?
yes, I used
Okay.
to go to the Hialeah store back.
Were you
in-
restoring back then or no?
No, I was not restoring.
So you were just a kid that liked shoes.
Yes.
How'd you hear about us back in the day?
Honestly, I genuinely don't remember. It might have been from someone that I knew.
You used to come in with somebody. You used to come in with somebody. I forgot who, but I remember every time you'd be in the store, you'd ask for small size shit. And we'd be like, bro, we don't have that. And then you'd always be with somebody else every time.
Yeah.
But you were a cool kid. You were nice. You were respectful.
Yeah, I always used to. I don't know. I always had somebody take me because I didn't really drive. I didn't really start driving until like I was like maybe 18. I was a little younger back then.
Well, how old are you now?
I'm 25.
Okay. All right.
So Yeah, I don't know. It was just I guess we didn't really have like an actual sneaker store back in Hialeah other than Daily, which like
I
had
mean,
like
in South Florida, period. I mean, for a while, for a very long time.
yeah, that
we're
had the
pretty much it.
sneakers that you guys had
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much. But yeah, it was just cool going back, like just going to the store as much as I could because I didn't live too far, but you know I always had to ask people for rides. So
Still, I mean, I feel like in Hialeah, it's a mission. Even going from one side of 49th Street to the other is still a mission with the traffic and all that.
Yeah, there's never not traffic. in
Yeah,
fucking
it's
Hialeah.
insane. Even at night, at 2 a.m., there's still mad cars. That's wild. But so how after like you came into the store? What this is probably what 2014, 15. When did you start restoring? Was it like around that time or a little bit after?
I think the first time that I remember restoring anything was a pair of 1999 Bread 4s.
Do you know what
And,
year this was that you started it?
This was 2015.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, a little bit after you. Yeah,
But that was one of the worst like jobs. Like that was the first time I've ever like experimented with that.
yeah. What'd you do exactly? You did a soul swab or you did a
It
reglue?
was a soul swap.
Oof, that's tough.
Yeah, and I mean people weren't really doing that many like soul swaps or like even restoring sneakers a lot back then. But I don't know. It just didn't come out that well. It didn't come out that well that when I went to a sneaker event. I think it was a coin slot.
Shout out Coin Slot.
Shout out coin slot.
Big Slotto.
I went to
Slutty too hotty.
I went to trade them for a pair of skunks,
And how'd that go?
and the guy initially he got the Bread 4s. He's like, fire, whatever, because the uppers were good, but just the job itself was just very like
Sloppy.
sloppy. Yeah, extremely. So I wasn't using the right glue. I wasn't doing it the right way. I had nothing to go based out of.
You just winged it. Like, okay.
I just wanted to wear them, and they were wearable, but it was just like a horrific job. And the guy, I think he had like given me like either like $50 or something. He gave me like the skunks and $50, and he came back. He said, "Oh, like just the job isn't that good." So I gave him the skunks back, and he let me keep the $50. So I don't know why.
Oh, so you came up.
Yeah, pretty much.
kept your
yeah,
shoe and
I
you got
a
$50. Yeah,
free
fuck it.
$50.
Okay.
But
That works.
I don't remember what happened to those shoes. After that, I think I might have traded them around like Souls and Hosts or
so
something.
you started doing like you did that soul swap for yourself, right?
Yeah.
That shoe was for yourself, and then when did you start taking like client stuff?
Um,
Soon after, or did you practice more?
this was during COVID when I started.
Oh, okay.
like,
So
when I-
shit, 5 years
Really?
essentially. Yeah, 2015 to 2020.
Shit,
That's when you started taking clients in 2020.
they were close friends.
Okay.
Well,
Like I
yeah,
said-
you had to get the hang of it and
Yeah.
do a better job before you could.
So
start
so it
taking
took you
people's shit.
during those 5 years though. You practiced and stuff, or
Yeah, I practiced pretty well. I mean, I was just doing it on my own shoes, like some KDs that I had and stuff, and then my friends started bringing me their
the 11s and like random shit like that.
11s. Yeah, and 11s were pretty like tough to like work with just because of patent leather uppers, and if you're not like if you don't prep that area good enough. And the 11s, where the patent leather is,
It doesn't bond.
the sole won't stick right. So
So yeah, 5 years of practice. I mean, it worked out because
not bad.
yeah, you started doing pretty
So
good
what?
jobs.
By then, your page was gaining traction. When did you come up with the name, and why Cool Beans?
Well, initially that page was for me to. Well, I had another page where I was selling sneakers there, and it was called Miami Vice Soles or something. I don't know.
You still run that or no?
It's still there, but it's like dead. Like I haven't touched that page in forever. But initially, I was gonna start selling, like reselling sneakers, not fixing, just reselling with my friend Ricky. Shout out Ricky.
Big shout out to Ricky.
Yes, sir. And initially, I was gonna start doing that, but then I don't know. That's when like he kind of like pushed me to keep restoring sneakers. He was like one of the people that was like, oh yeah, you should. We're literally just sitting down there like by ourselves, like in his room or mine, just fucking working on sneakers. So that was pretty fun. and it was like a almost everyday type thing. So that's kind of like what Miami Vice Souls was gonna be, but then I just left it as a reselling page. And then how I came up with the name, I don't remember. I think my baby mama might have
Oh, okay, cool.
I think she might have told, like, I don't know, it was between me and her, maybe, I don't remember. And I just made a page and just started posting like little cleanings and stuff. That's what I was doing initially, just little cleanings.
What would you say popped it off for you, like when you started like actually taking it super serious and you started taking like better jobs, like bigger jobs?
Yeah, I mean, I would say like, yeah, when I started taking bigger jobs, and that's when like I guess the cobblers comes in.
Okay, so this was after 2020, so after COVID, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, you want to tell us what how'd that start? Because you worked at the Cobblers. No shout out to the Cobblers.
Fuck the Cobblers.
Yeah, fuck the
those
cobblers.
guys.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, fuck the Cobblers.
Burnt as fuck.
They fucked a lot of people over.
Yeah, fuck them. They're gonna go to jail, all of them. But
Yo,
whatever.
That I don't know about that.
They probably won't, but yeah.
I don't know.
So how'd that start? How'd you get into that?
All right. So there was this restorer guy. His name was Rayleigh Restorations. He doesn't do restorations anymore.
We know him. He came into the store before he opened. Well, before he started the Cobblers thing, he came to the store in Hialeah, which was like I think 2018. Before we came here, and he told us, "Oh yeah, we're opening this thing and whatever." And super nice guy. I think he took some shit that we had there that was like ready to restore and stuff. But yeah, we knew who he was. Pretty cool guy.
Yeah, I think he had like. I think I remember him telling me like about you guys, and also I sent him some pictures when I started like doing my restorations here. I sent him pictures, and he's like, "Oh, is Flacco still there?"
Yeah. No, yeah, he's cool. Flacco.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
He's a nice guy. What's his name? Derek?
Yeah, Derek.
Shout out Derek.
Shout out to Derek. So I messaged. So I started looking at his videos to start like learning how to reglue and stuff, because he had like really good videos on how to like reglue sneakers. Nobody else had videos as good as he did explaining like the whole process of doing a reglue.
I feel like a lot of people in that business, they like were gatekeeping that information in the beginning. They would offer the service, but they wouldn't. There wasn't any like how tos, or maybe they didn't have time to do that shit.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest, I don't remember the names, but there were some guys that would like put videos, but they would do like cuts. Like,
yeah,
they would do
like,
a lot of
be
cuts.
half-assed and shit.
And I think.
Or they wouldn't tell you what specific glues to use.
Yeah,
or paintbrushes or paint. They would just tell you, "Oh, do this."
Yeah, and like
no prepping, none of that.
They wouldn't really like the thing that I always try to look for when I was regluing a sneaker was like how they would like put the sneaker back together, pretty much. Like, cause when you're like putting glue on a sneaker and it's ready to like put back together, they wouldn't really say, "Oh, you're supposed to wait this long," and then like do it little by little. They would just
it would just be like, "Oh, here's part 1 and here's part 2." Bam,
yeah,
done.
And
it's not that easy.
That's something that I was like, I was just going crazy looking for it, because that was the only, I knew I had everything else down, but it was just how like putting the sneaker back together. So then I found Rayleigh Restorations on the YouTube page, and then yeah, I don't know, I just messaged Derek on Instagram because I had seen a video. I think I followed him on Instagram, and then I saw something saying, "Oh yeah, the Cobblers. We're gonna be doing something with the Cobblers." Blah blah. So then I messaged him, and I was like, "Hey, are you looking for somebody that can restore sneakers? I'm very interested." And then we talked for like, I remember it was either that same day that I messaged him or the second day that we got on a call together, and we were just talking for an hour. And I think like a week after I met him. And that's when I just started restoring sneakers pretty much full time. So
there at that place at the Cobblers.
Yeah. I was going there almost every single day. I didn't really have another job that I remember.
Did you enjoy working there?
I had a lot of fun. I'll say
it's a nice place. The place is beautiful.
Yeah, I wish you came here every day.
Yeah, I do.
Cap.
Come on, man.
Cap.
It's certain days. You know, have things to take care of. When you look this fresh, you have to like take care of certain things, you know?
Playing with fire. You're playing with fire, man.
Yes, that.
You move around the city like you're fucking Batman and shit.
Yeah, I have to like
In the
watch
center.
out. I have to watch out for
Peeling out in front of the store and shit. You gotta slow down.
You need a new car. But yeah, so the cobblers, yeah. So you stopped working there, and then you started working like at the crib.
Yeah, it kind of like it was kind of like a weird transition because I was working there and then I just saw how everything was just like falling apart at the cobblers and I didn't want just didn't want to be seen there anymore. And whatever, I was still doing like
Jobs.
their jobs from my house.
Because I was dropping stuff off to you and you'd show me like, oh hey, I'm still doing this. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's kind of weird, but all right, whatever.
yeah, and like whatever, like I still had some shoes that I was doing for them, but little by little I started focusing more on my page and kind of like leaving the cobblers in the past because like I said, everything was going downhill and I didn't really want to stay with the company. I wanted to just like either go on my own or, I don't know, maybe go to another company or something or collab with someone else or like what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of looking for. But yeah, I just started working from home and that was one of the worst mistakes I made.
I mean, yeah, growing pains, bro. It happens. You live and you learn.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But I mean, it worked out because for the most part, you still were taking jobs and, you got to work on other types of shoes, right? Like newer shoes and things you haven't worked on before.
Yeah, I got to experiment a lot. I got to work on crazy shoes. I got to work on shoes that I don't think I want to work on again. I got to work on a lot of crazy stuff, but
yeah, I think one of the first videos I saw or photos from your page was for a Red October.
oh yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I've seen this dude at the shop.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that like you were on that type of level of restoring, because you would tell us when you would come by the shop, oh, I'm restoring, I do cleanings. I think it was more cleanings than like the restoration jobs back then.
Yeah.
But then when I saw those photos and I was on your page, I'm like, oh no, this dude's a fucking beast.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess like little by little, I was just trying to like perfect what I was doing, and I was taking my sweet time doing it. And what I've noticed, like just like doing this, like pretty much every single day, is just I just see other people's work, and then like not to be cocky, but then I compare it to my work, and it's like most of my stuff, I always try to make sure it's like flawless, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like
a one-time thing. You do it once and you don't got to touch it up again.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people that do touch-ups and stuff, and I try to it's gonna happen when I have to do a touch-up, but it's like most of the time when it comes to re-glues or like repaints or anything else, I try to make sure that first time it comes out perfect. And if obviously like not everything is gonna come out like 100%, but
I will say I've done work with someone else that's big in the restoration thing. Does not compare. Like,
drop the name.
Nah, I will not say the name.
I
won't say the name, but fuck that guy. Yeah, bro, he had my shoes for like almost a year. And then when I got the shoe, he was like mad at me for wanting my shoes, but it didn't make any sense. And he got paid up front.
That's the part I hear the same things about those restoration people. They'll tell you a timeline, then they have you waiting forever.
But it's understandable.
You have to, like, hound them to get your.
It's understandable for them to get upset at you, like you're the client. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, that's like us getting mad at consigners for asking for their money. Like, no, you should get paid when you want to get paid. That's how it works.
Yeah.
But I will say though, the work you've done, like he did 2 Jordan 4s for me, and it was like. It was rushed, I could tell, and he had my shoes for a year. It didn't make any sense. And then we could bring
them things. Yeah, thank you, Kelvin.
Shout out Kelvin.
We could zoom in, right? Or do you gotta?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Thank you so much.
Straight ahead, he's gonna zoom in. But yeah, let's show. What shoe is that?
Oh shit. This is a 2018 black cement 3s.
Which is crazy that shoe needs a re-glue or a sole swap, right? That's what you did on those?
Yeah, so with these,
probably left them in the whip or something.
It was a kind of like a weird story, I guess. I mean, I got these originally to do a re-glue on and a midsole repaint, and when I took them apart, I noticed that in the midsole there was like a little part of the shoe. I think it was like around here that it was kind of like crumbling. So I kind of like I called the customer and I was like, hey man, yeah, your shoes are kind of like
falling apart.
Yeah. And I was kind of
Is he?
scared because he seemed like a mean dude, but he was actually really nice. So shout out to him. I don't remember his name though, but he'll pick him up soon.
It's all about the customer.
I mean, bro, I'm not gonna. This looks like the original shoe. I can't.
Not even because when you buy them brand new, they got glue.
Yeah,
stains everywhere.
this looks. I would not be able to tell
Especially on
it.
the
If someone came and
cement
sold this shoe like this, I would not be able to tell that it was sole swapped or even touched up at all.
Kelvin, which camera should I walk up to? That one? All right, bet.
Hey.
Here, take both.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So anyway, back. Well.
Yeah, we'll post it up there.
Which, by the way, I know you see the green.
Oh yeah. The beautiful green screen.
We'll put a disco in the back so you fit in.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, some like some 70s music, some disco music.
But yeah, I mean the quality on that work, bro. Like
Thank
if I
you so
compared it to the job that guy did for me, you'd be like, wow, like it looked like dog shit.
I've seen his actually have some shoes that he did.
Yeah, so you already know.
Yeah,
And I feel like a lot of those guys are like that. Like they're not genuine and they take their time. Like they rush it at times. Like it just doesn't make any sense. They don't care about the quality of the work, in my opinion, which I've noticed is the difference with you.
I don't know. I mean, I guess like there are certain sneaker resellers that like they really put their time and effort into it, and I will, put myself, like up there with them just because of how good they are, and just because of how good I am as well. But yeah, I mean, this is like even to me, sometimes I surprise myself. Let me show the Air Maxes.
Yeah. So let's show another example of something that you did. You just did these today.
So this is a little harder. This is
an example of a rare, like a shoe that you don't see every day.
So
he did these for me. These are mine.
These got a midsole swap as well.
Let me see the other one. The other one.
Oh man.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, these came out.
These came out crazy.
Yeah, I just finished them.
Seattle Cowboy 95 Soul Collectors.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I mean, of course, hours pass by. I just don't realize because we're here. But you'll start on a shoe when you get here, and then end of the day, it's like we're looking at it like this, drawing or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're like, damn, bro, that shit's just crazy. Because it looked terrible with the foggy bubble.
It was crumbling. It was completely crumbling.
I actually have I left the air bubbles there. They're somewhere there by the desk.
Well, we'll put a pic up.
Yeah. I try to like.
We'll green screen them on there.
Yeah, I try to keep like a little.
You want to walk
Like
this
a little.
one?
Yeah, show the camera.
Come on, man. Strut the
fucking flex, bro. Show that work.
Yeah, with the fit.
Show that quality work, man.
I gotta put my phone down.
The pockets on those pants, fuck.
Watch the bulge. You're too close, man. Back
You're
up.
too close. You're way too
back
close.
up, man.
You're way too close, man.
You got Kelvin running into fucking racks of clothes. What are you doing?
The funny. Calvin's backing up and he just keeps.
No gas, no nothing.
No glue stains. You gotta be on the microphone.
So
bro.
you
What were
did
just
those
saying?
essentially in a day. Right? It took you less than 24 hours to do these. They look great. I'm really happy with them. And yeah, I mean, bro, I co-sign the quality of the work. You've done what, 20 pairs of shoes for me, something like that already?
Yeah.
Probably you got like 30 more to go, right?
Yes,
Okay, we'll see how that
pretty
goes. But yeah,
It's gonna be fun.
yeah, you know what you're doing. Yeah.
So what were going back to like when you were learning how to restore? Was there anything super challenging or really annoying that you couldn't perfect? That maybe you almost gave up on? Or are there any things that you don't do when it comes to restorations?
I mean, the only things that I won't really do are like replacing panels.
Like deconstruction shit.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's like, I mean,
It's like cobbler work, right?
Yeah, I would love to learn how to do that, but I don't know. I just feel like I've just been getting so much work, like as in like re-glues and either clean, well, not cleaning. So I get mostly reglue, sole swaps. Yeah, just reglues and sole swaps and some repaints here and there. But that's what I try to focus more on. I'm trying to like stick to like
what you're good at.
a flow. Yeah.
Okay. Like what they use, like the stuff that you're confident in being able to knock out. Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah. I mean, I'll take certain things that like I've never done here and there. Like, for example, like Jordan 9s. Not a lot of restorers like to do those because they don't come out like, you know, they, like sometimes they won't come out perfect because the midsoles.
Yeah, they don't look like this.
Yeah, the fucking.
They don't line up.
Yeah,
right.
they don't. It doesn't match up.
Never
like,
lines up.
They don't line up right, but I did some prototype Jordan 9s that are supposedly one of one.
They're on the page, right? You posted
Yeah,
them
they're on my page. Yeah, and those came out crazy. Like I was kind of like stunned that the material, the Durabug material, the way I was able to like paint over like where those little teeth were supposed to be.
Because it gets fuzzy.
Yeah, it didn't line up right, and somebody like took the midsoles off before, and they like kind of left all that fuzzy stuff on, and I repainted over it, but I was able to like mimic the Durabug. It doesn't look like in pictures it looks really good. In person, if you look at it like that, you'll be like, oh, but it looks it's like crazy. Like I surprised myself when I did those. And the guy,
I remember you showed me, you were like, yo, I even like got the color to be spot on.
I don't know how.
Then when you turned off the light, I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, that shit
Yeah,
looks perfect.
I don't even know how I even like got to like that level of perfect. When it comes to that material, it's just that material is like crazy to mess with. So
For sure.
I was pretty
It's delicate.
stunned.
And now you're doing some like low top 9s or some shit.
Oh, those are gonna be crazy.
The white
Those
and
are.
red ones.
That used to be Fat Joe's pair.
Yeah, that used to
Yeah.
be Fat Joe's pair.
Shout out Fat Joe.
We need Fat Joe on the pod.
Yes, please.
Don
Make it happen,
Cartagena.
Fat Joe. I know you know him.
I'm doing 2 pairs that Fat Joe owned. Some Mike Baby 9s and a pair of Derek Anderson 9 lows.
You're doing those soon, right? So we'll be able to see them.
yeah, I think they're like
By the time this comes
next.
out, I'm pretty sure you'll be done with them.
yeah. This I'm like projecting for this weekend. But yeah, those are gonna be a fun little project.
All right.
Yeah, cause I've done, like I said, I've done 9s before, but low top 9s, I don't know if like they have like certain different things, but
I guess we'll find out, right?
yeah, I'll be able to taste them.
Kind of to wrap it up, for anybody that's looking to do like start restoring, is that something you would recommend for people to start doing? And if so, what's the best way to start?
I guess the best way to start would be like try to like do it on your own shoes.
Yeah.
Try to like do certain things on your own shoes. Don't be scared to ask me for advice. I'm not like
DMs are open?
Yeah, my DMs are open for any advice that anyone needs that wants to start restoring sneakers.
You'll trade advice for bell bottoms?
Pretty much, yeah. Okay. I'll trade advice for 70s clothes or Carhartts or whatever.
Oh yeah, you just got a
you just got a nice trade. A little reglue for a Carhartt.
Yeah,
Good trade. Good
bartering.
bartering.
A little something. But yeah, just keep going at
just
it.
Practice.
Don't give
perfect.
up, yeah.
Practice, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, practice every day, because I do it every single day.
And be on time.
Be on
To
time,
the things that you're supposed to be on time for, right?
Don't call off work.
Don't call off work, and don't go to work late, because that's not good.
Not good for anyone.
Yes.
All right. You want to shout anything out? Plug the pages and all that?
Yeah, I'll shout out my page.
Yeah.
Cool Beans Restorations. Daily MIA helped me a lot.
You're here usually during the weekdays.
Let's not get into that.
No.
He's just
What? I'm here
he
pretty
doesn't
much.
have a set schedule. You don't.
Well, yeah, but I'm here pretty much every single
Like
day
that
of the week.
meme. Oh, we're open some days from 12 to 7. Then
Except
other
on every
days,
other
we
Thursday.
Might be here
Well,
11 to 7.
That is being worked on little by little. But
You're like us when we had the Hialeah store. You
Really?
could pull up and the store would be closed because
Oh,
we just
shit.
went to lunch
oh,
at
He
Famous
loves going to
Faves
lunch.
in Doral.
oh yeah, I love
During-
going.
He loves going to
Bumper
lunch.
to bumper
He
drive.
just goes to Burger King.
No, Burger
for
King.
an hour.
Shout out Burger King. With the
This guy's always
Spider-Man
eating
burger.
Burger King.
Oh, my
You're
God.
sick if you ever bring in one of those burgers. In the
I'm
store.
gonna bring one in this
You
week.
should have ate one on stream.
Oh yeah, shout out Emilio.
Yo, you guys have been bonding, bro.
Yeah,
I see it. I like it. You guys
Fucking
went to
fucking
lunch the other
enabler,
day.
that guy is.
He's yeah.
Hey,
we
oh, you
had a-
guys dined in?
Yeah, we
Oh,
had a
that's
little date in
wild.
Burger King. It was fun. We were like putting the crowns on each other.
Yo, Kelvin's dying back there.
It was pretty fun.
Burger King date
You
is
know,
crazy.
sharing pickles
Oh,
and
that's fire.
shit.
I love that.
Yeah.
You did say you were gonna come on the pod and give us an exclusive as to what you guys were
look,
doing.
the crown.
Oh,
Let's get that, let's get that, let's get that.
Capping about the crown.
I told you. Look, I kept it as a.
fuck.
I kept it as a
Hell
souvenir.
yeah!
There you go.
I need a on the pod selfie
Yeah,
right
no.
now
Look.
for Emilio.
Fire.
That's coming your way, Emmy.
I'm gonna wear this every day now. I'm gonna keep it as a token of his appreciation.
Hey, bro. Appreciate you coming on the pod.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I
man.
know you're a
Appreciate
busy
you.
man. You're
You're the
out
man.
every fucking night. I see you with the fits, the crazy fits.
It's the Kava man.
I guess when you
Some of
went-
your boys got some wild fits too.
yeah, but you know, nothing compares to like to me how I dress, my
Oh, of course
style.
All right, let's wrap this up. Shout out Cool Beans. Hit him up if you need any restorations. He's
Another
usually
one in
here.
the books.
And yeah,
Thank you.
don't be afraid to DM him. All right. On the Daily Pod, we're out.
We're out of here.
See ya.
Yeah.